Ladies and gentlemen, please step out of the hallway.
Dead. I will break up soon and I will kill more.
The price
You
of
admit to
gang.
being evil, Richard?
We are all evil in some form or another, are we not?
Holy smoly, so I never heard of this guy. And we about to get into this story about him. But if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. It's free. You'll be helping me out. Like and comment down below what made you watch CSL TV. I appreciate the feedback. It helped me bring you guys content many different ways. And this is just a review, a reaction, and an informational channel. So, with that being said, I hope you beautiful people are having a nice day, a beautiful day. And in the Midwest, you know what type of weather we getting. That's why I'm the way I am. Because this weather got me all the way messed up. And I'm trying and doing everything. But hey, it ain't gonna stop me from watching these videos with y'all.
Do you admit to being evil, Richard?
We are all evil in some form or another, are we not?
I'm asking you the questions, my friend.
Yes, I am evil. Not 100%, but I am evil.
If you lived in America during the 80s, you probably have the name The Night Stalker engraved in your mind. Today's interview is with one of the most diabolical serial killers in American history, Richard Ramirez. Who is Richard Ramirez? Known as the Night Stalker, Richard Ramirez was a vicious murderer, rapist, and robber. Unlike other serial killers, he didn't appear to have certain targets and killed everyone from men to women and even children.
The overwhelming majority of serial sexual murderers kill up close and personal. Manual strangulation, ligature strangulation, multiple stab wounds, blunt force trauma. Very, very rarely do they shoot somebody because it's too cold and too impersonal.
And in just 1 year, from June 1984 to August 1985, Ramirez...
Holy smoly. Sorry to the victims, man, I don't know what to say. This dude killed everybody. Sorry to the victims who was caught in this guy's path. Sorry about stopping the video. I'm trying not to do that. I see some of y'all comments saying y'all like when I stopped a lot, but this guy, I'm happy that this guy, you know what I'm saying, he got caught, because we done heard some stories. If you've been following me, we done heard some stories.
Ramirez brutally murdered more than 13 people.
There were casings on the living room floor. Mr. Doy was still in his bed and he had been shot. Mrs. Doy's room was next to the master bedroom. She was an invalid, so she had her own room. She had been sexually assaulted.
Everyone's question still remains. What happened to the Night Stalker? From the many crime scenes, detectives were able to identify Ramirez as a suspect and issued a warrant for his arrest. They also revealed his name and face in a press conference.
A man by the name of Richard Ramirez.
On August 31st, 1985, Richard Ramirez was recognized by a group of people in public who surrounded him and held him hostage until the police were able to arrest him. In 1989, Ramirez was convicted of 13 murders and put on death row. The public was safe at last, but one disturbing question remained. Why did he do it? In 1993, after spending 4 years on death row, Ramirez sat for an interview with Inside Edition. When asked about his motives, he seemed amused by the question.
Why on earth would you have hurt those people? Why did you kill those people?
No comments. I cannot answer it at this time.
Ramirez never once showed remorse for his actions. In fact, he seemed to regard becoming a serial killer as a great accomplishment.
He had no empathy, no feelings, nothing. He wanted to be known as the greatest serial killer that ever lived.
Satanism was also a huge part of the Night Stalker's identity, and possibly part of the reason he committed the murders.
I can tell you a little bit about Satanism.
Well, I'm interested in hearing what you got to say then.
It's undefiled wisdom instead of hypocritical self-deceit. It is power without charity. But Satanist admits to being evil.
While Ramirez never directly revealed why he killed those people, he did mention this.
They are desires, whereas if I didn't give in to them, I would be crushed by them.
Years later, Ramirez was diagnosed with cancer and died in prison in 2013. In the meantime, the rest of us are stuck trying to find the answer to what makes a serial killer.
Is there such a thing as bad seed when a baby is born? Is he already a serial killer, already made, or is he created?
I always wondered that about serial killers. People like him, you know, do they study on how to do this, watch other people mistakes, hoping that they don't make the same ones, etc., because I never understood why, you know what I'm saying, people like him shows no remorse, no sorrow, nothing, just don't even feel bad for what they was doing, you know what I'm saying? I mean, this guy was doing kids, women, guys, old people probably, like dogs, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. And then he's saying that we all have evil in us some kind of way. Yeah, he definitely, y'all see what he was worshiping. So this is why I say, man, we got to be careful, because it's a lot of evil out here that we could be next to and don't even know it.
This is not just handing out guns to teachers. This is about finding a handful of people that are credentialed enough.
A school district in Florida may give faculty guns.
You have to be very skilled with a firearm to pass this training.
The superintendent also says this wouldn't eliminate the need for safety officers, but rather add more support for on-campus safety teams. The school board says staff would not be forced to carry guns. It's all a part of a statewide program named after one of the Parkland shooting victims, and it started in 2018. School districts have to opt in to be a part of it, and so far, more than 40 districts across Florida have.